I'm Dave Swift, and this is What's Pressing, the series where I talk about what's going on in the WordPress ecosystem. Right now, Black Friday week is in full swing, and just about everyone and their grandmother has a WordPress mega sale to offer you. Quite honestly, when you throw around phrases like unlimited sites, 50% off, and lifetime updates, you've got my attention. I don't care what it is that you're selling, but it shouldn't be this way. We should be hyper-focused on finding deals that actually provide an ROI for us. Today's video, I'm going to be looking at 6 tools for WordPress service providers. So if you sell care plans, if you provide maintenance and support, this video is for you. We're going to find 6 deals that actually generate revenue for your business and solve real problems that your clients have. One of the fastest ways to improve a WordPress website is to move it off of traditional shared hosting and over to the cloud. That's why I'm so glad that today's video is sponsored by Cloudways. They've been supporting this channel for years, and right now they have their own Black Friday sale that's running through December 4th. More on that in a moment, but first I want to tell you why I like Cloudways so much. It doesn't matter if you're working on client sites or you're working on your own projects. Traditional hosting companies make you commit to annual plans. With Cloudways, you can spin up a server in minutes, and if the project doesn't work out, you just delete it. You only pay for the hours the server actually existed. What makes Cloudways so special is their dashboard. It gives you access to enterprise-level cloud providers like DigitalOcean, AWS, Vultr, and Google Cloud, but you don't have to worry about any of the complexities. Their dashboard handles it all for you. You can spin up a site with a single click. And as your business grows, your site's needs will probably change too. You can scale up your server resources right from the dashboard without needing to worry about migrating to a new server or dealing with any complex underlying infrastructure. Of course, you can host multiple WordPress websites or even other apps on a single server. You'll get backups, updates, and security handled for you. You get the flexibility of enterprise-level hosting without needing to be a systems administrator. Now, about their Black Friday deal, Cloudways is currently offering 50% off for 3 months, plus 50 free migrations and 50% off all add-ons through December 4th. If you want to check it out, I've got a link down below in the description. I've also got an entire playlist of tutorials, so if you want some help getting started, I'll link to that as well. My thanks to Cloudways for sponsoring today's video. Now, whether you're new to the WordPress support game or you've been doing it for years, one thing that might come to mind is how am I going to manage multiple WordPress websites? You got to keep it updated, you got to keep it secured, and you got to keep it backed up. That's why you're going to need some kind of WordPress dashboard that allows you to update all of your sites at once. My choice for this type of tool has been, for the last few years, WP Remote. I used to use another tool. We moved over to WP Remote and we could not be happier. Now, maybe you had heard of WP Remote before, but you think of it as a little pricey. Well, good news on multiple fronts here. Number one, they are running a 25% off Black Friday sale, but number two, they have completely revised their pricing structure so that you can pay per site and there's no minimum on the number of sites that you buy. Here's their Black Friday pricing, which is 25% off. And you can see that you can manage a website for as low as $1.50 per site. It gets even cheaper if you pay by the year. So $15 for an entire year to manage a site. Not a bad deal. I'm jumping back to the monthly pricing here because I want to point out that it is not uncommon to charge someone a couple $100 all the way up to a few $1,000s a month to manage their WordPress website. What you provide them for that money varies, but usually it starts with the basics of updates, backups, and security, and you're going to get all of that with WP Remote. Now, on the $1.49 a month plan, you are missing out on a few important security features, basically like their entire security stack. So I definitely would recommend going for the premium plan here, which is going to give you all of the security features, and you're really only missing a few features from the advanced plan that aren't that critical unless you have a very, very demanding website. WP Remote also recently revised their user interface, so if you've seen this plugin in the past, definitely give it another look. The new UI is beautiful, fast, and responsive. I highly recommend it. Like I said, the premium plan is going to be best for most websites. You can scroll down to view all of the different features. They do have a free plan if you just want to try it out. But go ahead and check out this pricing table to make sure that you've got everything that you want. But for most people, that premium plan is going to do everything that you need. If you want to see a deep dive into WP Remote, maybe it would be featured in a future episode of What's Pressing, definitely let me know down below in the comments. Honestly, I think it is overdue, but I'm curious how many people actually want to see that. When you think about providing value for your customers, there is more than just keeping their costs low or helping them earn more money. You can also ease their mind and help them stay more compliant. I do so with Termageddon. This is a service we've used at our agency for years. It allows you to generate a privacy policy as well as a terms and conditions. Now, big deal, right? I mean, you could have ChatGPT write one. Well, the thing with Termageddon is that they are constantly updating the terms and conditions and the privacy policy based on recent laws. So you don't really have to worry about staying compliant. Just make sure you go ahead and update regularly and you will be good to go. Now, you might be saying, all right, Dave, that all sounds great, but how is this an opportunity for me to make more revenue? You said that was the point of the video. Well, as you can see here on the Termageddon homepage, they offered this tool for $12 a month or $119 per year. But this is what the pedestrians pay. As an agency owner, if you sign up with Termageddon, you can get a bundle of 15 licenses that you can resell at a very nice profit. I will link to this down below in the description, but you can get 15 licenses for just $338 per year, which means if you resell that at their standard rate, you've got $1,800 in new revenue. A really nice offer. Now, this deal does end December 1st, so you'll need to act quickly if you want to take advantage of it. Of course, I've got links for everything in this video down below. Now, what's cool about this deal is that it locks in the price, so there'll be no future price increases, meaning you can continue to sell these licenses year after year, knowing that your price will not increase, but probably the public Termageddon price will increase, so you could charge your clients more, earning you more profit year after year. You're also going to get a pre-written email sequence that you can send to your past clients, and you can buy more than one of these. You can buy up to 10, so you can serve up to 150 clients. If you try it out and it doesn't work out for you, they do offer a 30-day guarantee. Next up is a newcomer to me, at least. This is OneTap, a tool that makes your WordPress website accessible with a single click or a single tap, as the name might imply. We can see what their tool looks like down below on the little widget here. You can go ahead and turn on vision impaired mode, ADHD friendly browsing mode. So now I can scroll through and kind of go line by line to avoid distractions. OneTap lets users increase the font size, the line height, or even switch to a more readable font with a single click. These things might sound like nice to haves, but they might actually be legally required for your website to make it more accessible to people. And you want that anyway, because more users means more purchases. You want to make sure that you're maximizing your revenue, make your site readable to as many people as you can. Now, OneTap currently has a Black Friday deal specifically for agencies. So if you click up here where it says grab the deal, and then you click under agency plans to view the plans, you're going to find that they have an unlimited lifetime deal for just $529 that gets you as many websites, one-time payment, and you'll always be accessible. That is a steal in my book. This is a tool that you could use as an upsell to your customers, charge them a little bit extra to use it, or you could include it with your services, and that would really set you apart from the other agencies that are not offering accessibility as part of their standard package. Making your website is not just the right thing to do, it's also a profitable move. Go ahead and check out OneTap with my link down below. Next up, we're going to solve a problem that the most profitable clients will be happy to pay for, and that is PixelYourSite. If your client does advertising, they're used to spending money, which makes them a good client, but it also means that they need attribution. They need to know what's going on that website that they're paying for. Who is landing there, who is actually making the purchases, and how can they get that data back over to their ad platform? That's where PixelYourSite comes in. PixelYourSite is the most complex tracking tool for WordPress. As they say here, they let you manage the Facebook pixel, Google Analytics, Google Ads remarketing, the Reddit pixel, Pinterest tag, Bing tag, the TikTok tag, and virtually every other script. They also integrate completely with Google Tag Manager. This is stuff that even the top Facebook ad agencies really struggle with. So as a WordPress provider, if you can solve this problem, which you can with this tool, you will be able to charge premium prices. Right now, they've got a lifetime deal on their plugin. Buckle up because this one is not cheap, folks. But if we scroll all the way down to their lifetime plans, you can get a single website for $700, 10 websites for $900, or the agency plan 100 websites for $1,800. Now, you get more than just this one plugin with this agency plan. You get all access, which means you get all of their plugins, which also includes Consent Magic, a tool to get consent to track people, very, very critical, as well as Conversion Exporter and 10 other add-ons. Basically everything they ever make, you are going to get if you buy this plan. So they currently have 12 plugins. You can see them listed here, and you will also get the next cool thing. If they launch a new plugin, it's going to be yours at no additional cost. I think I need to do a full-length tutorial on PixelYourSite as well. What do you think? Hit me up in the comments if you want to see that. With the next plugin, we're going to be able to cut costs for your clients significantly. If they're already paying hundreds or even thousands of dollars a month for their email marketing, you're going to be able to slash that to almost nothing. This is FunnelKit. Now, you might think FunnelKit, email marketing, what in the world are you talking about? Well, FunnelKit, if you buy the right plan, which in my mind is going to be the elite plan that gives you 30 sites for $300 a year, you are going to get transactional emails. So if they're using WooCommerce, you can change what those look like. You'll also get automations, which lets you do complete drip sequences as well as cart recovery. So essentially, FunnelKit is a complete Klaviyo replacement, but we haven't even talked about the fact that its primary role is to maximize your WooCommerce revenue. That's why it's called FunnelKit after all. This lets you build full-on funnels, landing pages, sales pages, upsells, checkouts. You can even replace the default WooCommerce checkout with the FunnelKit checkout. It's a beautiful system. I've made videos on this in the past, but I should probably make some updated ones as they continue to pump out great new features. And just to clarify here, you only get the automations on the professional plan and the elite plan. The basic and plus plan do not include email marketing. You can buy automations on their own. If you click over to this tab, you can get automations, just the email, for $90 per year. But you're gonna want everything. Go ahead and get the elite plan. I got the link for it down below. I mean, honestly, at less than $300 for the year for 30 sites, it's under $10 a site. I mean, how much are your clients paying to Klaviyo on a monthly basis? I bet it is probably 10x that. God forbid they're actually still using ClickFunnels. It's going to save them thousands and they're going to think you are incredible. The last tool of this video is all about making you indispensable to your clients. This is WP Fusion. WP Fusion syncs your website up to your email marketing tool. So when something happens on WordPress, it gets updated in your email marketing tool, and then you can base your future marketing on that. Sure, lots of tools do this. You could use something like Zapier to do that, but WP Fusion puts hooks every single place you might want to have it. It works with so many plugins. It works with so many email tools. It really is a Swiss Army knife that has saved my hide numerous times. Which plugins does it integrate with? Well, you name it. Here are the membership tools. Here are the e-commerce tools. What about learning management, courses, forums, page builders, event tools, multilingual tools, gamification, forums, affiliate, you name it, it probably works with that plugin. In fact, I, as well as many other people, now buy WordPress tools based on whether or not WP Fusion will integrate with it. In fact, if I'm going to be adding an email marketing tool to any website, I head over to this page here to check the CRM compatibility to see how it's rated in terms of how well it works with WP Fusion. How many tools does it integrate with? Darn near all of them. And that's a tough thing to say in 2025 when there is a new email marketing tool every time you sneeze. Honestly, if there's anything that keeps me using WordPress, it's probably WP Fusion. And right now they are running their only sale of the year. This is legit. They do not run sales any other time of the year. In fact, it says it only runs from November 28th to December 1st. But you know what? When I went to their website, the pop-up took me to this page. So sorry, Jack, if I'm not supposed to put this in a video quite so early, but you've got the page up. So I'm going to link to it in the description. Here are the plans. You're going to want to go for the agency one, right? This is the unlimited limited websites, $452, normally $647. WP Fusion is the most expensive WordPress plugin that I pay for on an annual basis, and I don't regret it. It definitely gives me the positive ROI that I'm after. And I get it, this is a lot of money, so if you're not sure if this is going to work for you, you can take a little bit of confidence knowing that they have a 30-day money-back guarantee, so go ahead and try it out. And if you're not totally impressed, then just ask for your cash back. All right, there it is. Those are my top 6 WordPress tools for agency owners this Black Friday. If you watch this video and you're not an agency owner, number 1, thank you, that was awesome. Number 2, I'm gonna have other WordPress videos coming out very shortly, all about good Black Friday deals for regular people that want to build normal websites and not have hundreds of them like we do. All right, thank you for watching this video. Hit me up with any questions down below. Did I miss any deals? Anything that you've got questions about? I'd be happy to help you out. My name is Dave. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next review.